Welcome to our in-depth technical analysis of IONQ Inc., prominent player on the NYSE. Today we'll break down the latest price action, key technical indicators, and historical trends for IONQ as of December 21, 2025. Whether you're an investor, trader, or just curious about the stock market, this report will help you understand the current landscape and what the numbers might be telling us about IONQ's future moves. Let's start by setting the stage with a quick overview of the company and its recent market performance before diving into the technicals. As of December 21, 2025, IONQ is trading at $48.48. This price reflects the culmination of recent market activity and sets the baseline for our technical analysis. Over the past 3 months, the stock has experienced significant volatility with notable swings both upwards and downwards. Understanding where the current price sits in relation to recent highs and lows is crucial for gauging potential support and resistance levels. Let's explore how this price fits into the broader context of IONQ's trading history. Looking back over the last 3 months, IONQ's prices ranged from a low of $17.88 to a high of $84.64. This wide range highlights the stock's volatility and the dynamic nature of its trading environment. Such fluctuations can be driven by a variety of factors, including market sentiment, company news, and broader economic trends. By analyzing this historical range, we can better understand the stock's risk profile and identify key levels that may act as future support or resistance. Simple moving averages, SMA, are foundational tools in technical analysis. For IONQ, the SMA values across different periods provide insight into the stock's price trends. The 5-day SMA sits at $47.30, while the 50-day SMA is much higher at $54.68, and the 200-day SMA is at $43.61. These numbers suggest that the stock has recently been trading below its medium-term averages, which could indicate a period of consolidation or a potential shift in trend. Let's see how these averages compare to other moving averages. Exponential moving averages, EMA, give more weight to recent prices, making them more responsive to current market action. For IONQ, the 5-day EMA is $48.03, the 50-day EMA is $52.32, and the 200-day EMA is $45.66. Comparing these to the SMAs, we see that the EMAs are generally tracking slightly higher, reflecting recent price recovery. The proximity of the current price to the short-term EMAs suggests a potential for near-term momentum shifts. Volume is a key indicator of market participation and sentiment. Over the last 3 months, IONQ has seen trading volumes ranging from around 10 million to over 65 million shares per day. The on-balance volume OBV currently stands at a massive 530,966,304, indicating strong cumulative buying or selling pressure. High-volume days often coincide with significant price moves, providing clues about institutional activity and potential trend reversals. Relative Strength Index, RSI, helps identify overbought or oversold conditions. For IONQ, the 14-day RSI is 46.78, the 21-day RSI is 46.67, and the 28-day RSI is 47.12. These values are all below the neutral 50 mark, suggesting that the stock is neither overbought nor oversold at the moment. This could indicate a period of consolidation, where buyers and sellers are in relative balance. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, MACD, is a popular momentum indicator. For IONQ, the MACD is currently at -1.4, with the signal line at -1.39 and a histogram value of -0.0019. These negative readings suggest that bearish momentum has been present, but the small histogram value indicates that the momentum may be weakening. Watching for a crossover or a shift in the histogram can provide early signals of a trend reversal. Bollinger Bands are used to measure volatility and identify potential breakout points. For IONQ, the upper band is at $55.82, the middle band at $49.09, and the lower band at $42.36. The current price is near the middle band, suggesting that the stock is trading within its typical range. The band width of 0.274 indicates moderate volatility, while the position at 45.48 shows the price is closer to the lower end of the band, which could signal a potential bounce if buying interest returns. Identifying support and resistance levels is crucial for traders. For IONQ, the nearest support is at $47.09, while resistance is at $49.65. These levels are derived from recent price action and pivot points. If the stock breaks above resistance, it could trigger further buying, while a drop below support might lead to additional selling. Monitoring these levels helps traders set entry and exit points with greater confidence. Pivot points are widely used to identify potential turning points in the market. For IONQ, the main pivot point is calculated at $48.27. This level acts as a reference for intraday traders, helping them gauge whether the price is likely to trend higher or lower during the session. If the price stays above the pivot, it's generally seen as bullish, while trading below the pivot can be bearish. Trend strength score for IONQ is currently 0.31, indicating a weak trend. This score is derived from a combination of moving averages and momentum indicators. A low score suggests that the stock is not exhibiting a strong directional move, which often leads to range-bound trading. Traders may look for confirmation from other indicators before committing to a position. Average Directional Index, ADX, measures the strength of a trend regardless of direction. For For IONQ, the ADX is 19.77, which is below the threshold of 25 that typically signals a strong trend. The plus DI is 17.69 and the minus DI is 21.43, indicating that bearish pressure is slightly stronger at the moment. This aligns with the weak trend score observed earlier. Stochastic oscillators help identify overbought and oversold conditions. For IONQ, the 14-day stock K is at 16.64 and the stock D is at 19.62, both of which are in the oversold territory. This suggests that the stock may be due for a short-term bounce if buying interest emerges. However, confirmation from other indicators is always recommended before making a move. Stochastic RSI combines the concepts of the stochastic oscillator and RSI. For IONQ, the stock RSI K is at 90.34, which is extremely high, while the stock RSI D is at 39.76. This divergence can sometimes indicate a potential reversal or a period of heightened volatility. It's important to watch how these values evolve in the coming session. Momentum indicators provide insight into the speed and strength of price movements. For IONQ, the 10-day momentum is minus 4.21, while the 20-day momentum is 7.48. The negative short-term momentum suggests recent weakness, but the positive 20-day value hints at some underlying strength. Monitoring these shifts can help traders anticipate potential trend changes. Rate of change ROC measures the percentage change in price over a specified period. For IONQ, the 14-day ROC is 2.89, indicating a modest upward movement. The ROCP and ROCR values further confirm this slight positive momentum. ROC is particularly useful for spotting early signs of trend reversals or accelerations. Price acceleration measures the rate at which the stock's price is changing. For IONQ, the current acceleration is minus 6.95, indicating a deceleration in upward momentum. This can be a warning sign that the recent trend is losing steam, and traders should be cautious about expecting continued gains without further confirmation. Volatility is a key factor in risk management. For IONQ, the 30-day volatility stands at 6.15 with true volatility at 8.78. The Bollinger Band width of 0.274 also suggests moderate price swings. Understanding volatility helps traders set appropriate stop-loss levels and position sizes, especially in a stock as dynamic as IONQ. Risk-reward ratio for IONQ is currently 0.685. This metric compares the potential upside to the potential downside of a trade. A ratio below 1 suggests that the risk may outweigh the reward, so traders should be cautious and consider waiting for a more favorable setup before entering new positions. Money Flow Index, MFI, combines price and volume data to identify buying and selling pressure. For IONQ, the MFI is at 47.01, which is near the neutral zone. This suggests that neither buyers nor sellers are dominating the market, reinforcing the idea of a consolidating price action. Accumulation distribution, AD indicator for IONQ is at 212,122,038.02, with the AD oscillator at minus 4,915,407.01. These values suggest that there has been some distribution or selling pressure in recent sessions. Watching for a reversal in these indicators can provide early signals of renewed buying interest. The Arun oscillator measures the strength of recent highs and lows. For IONQ, the Arun up is at 68, while the Arun down is at 24, resulting in an oscillator value of. This negative reading suggests that the stock has been making more recent lows than highs, indicating a bearish bias in the short term. Williams %R is another momentum indicator that helps identify overbought and oversold conditions. For IONQ, the value is minus 68.51, which is in the oversold territory. This could signal a potential buying opportunity if other indicators also turn positive, but caution is always advised. Commodity Channel Index (CCI) for IONQ is, which is close to the neutral zone. This suggests that the stock is not currently exhibiting extreme price movements and may be in a period of consolidation. Traders often look for CCI values above 100 or below minus 100 to signal strong trends. Ultimate Oscillator combines short, medium, and long-term price action to provide a comprehensive momentum reading. For IONQ, the value is 44.35, which is below the neutral 50 mark. This suggests that bearish momentum is slightly stronger but not overwhelmingly so. Watching for a move above 50 can signal a shift in momentum. Near regression provides a statistical approach to identifying the underlying trend. For IONQ, the slope is minus 0.475, indicating a slight downward trend, while the intercept is 74.21. The R-squared value of 0.706 suggests a moderately strong fit, and the predicted price is $43.30, which is below the current price. This analysis supports the idea of a consolidating or slightly bearish trend. IONQ's overall technical score is 52.01, which is just above the neutral 50 mark. This suggests a slight bullish bias but not enough to indicate a strong trend. The Trend Quality Index is 43.81, reinforcing the idea of a market in flux. Traders should remain cautious and look for additional confirmation before making significant moves. Sum up, IONQ is currently trading in a range, with technical indicators showing mixed signals. While some momentum and volatility measures suggest potential for a bounce, others point to continued consolidation or mild bearishness. Support and resistance levels are well defined and volume remains robust. As always, it's important to use a combination of indicators and stay alert for changes in market sentiment. Conclusion: IONQ's technical landscape is complex, with signals pointing in multiple directions. The stock's volatility and volume make it an exciting candidate for active traders, but also demand careful risk management. By staying informed and using a disciplined approach, traders and investors can navigate the challenges and opportunities that IONQ presents. Thanks for joining this deep dive into IONQ's technical analysis. Stay tuned for more market insights and updates.